It's just Moonhorse tonight. Last night I did a bunch of stuff with Bubs and Sango, but they're busy, and they're not going to be here for this. For tonight, it is just me. But that's okay. Also, you're going to hear the air conditioners buzzing in the background. It's really fucking hot. I hate it. I hate it. I want summer to end already. So, I actually have a little surprise. I have a surprise. I have a present. I found something. So I was watching some videos, as I usually do, on the internets, and came across an interesting story of somebody who referenced this particular webpage, and then didn't. They didn't read everything from it, which is why I kind of want to read it, because it was really, really funny what little I heard. So, this led to a bunch of things. Oh, I'm not in here by myself. My dog is here. Gigi, sit down. Well, yeah, I know it's hot. I can't help that. So, the page itself. Let me just explain the page itself before I get into what we're exactly going to be reading tonight. So basically, someone has set up an entire web page. Many people, because you have to contribute to it, have set up an entire web page just called "The Best of Craigslist," and it's the best of strange, wonderful, insane things that people have found on Craigslist, copied them, and then put them onto this website for all of us to enjoy. And that is what we're going to enjoy tonight. We're going to enjoy a story. A very particular, strange, very odd story. This is... Ooh, almost tripped over something there. This is a story that, like I said, I started hearing about because someone started talking about it. I think the subject was shaving, because that's kind of what a lot of this is. So this is a particular story on Craigslist, and let's get into it. This has been 2 minutes of me explaining it, so let me just start reading it. So, this is just called "Warning, Don't Shave That Hair." I recently made a mistake in my life, and I offer my story to you, that you may learn from my error. It all started, as many things do, with me having trouble shitting. No, I was not constipated. This is not a regularity problem, but a matter of technique. It seems my ass hair had grown to such a length that tiny grogans were constantly getting tied up in the matted jungle between my ass cheeks. It led to much frustration, with me knowing that I still had something to drop, but unable to shake the tenacious turd loose from its butt hair dwelling. Eventually, I'd have to do two things: either reach down with some paper and try to pinch the lingering loaf, which required careful precision to avoid smearing the creature all over my rear, especially since I had no way of seeing what I was doing, or just go for broke, start wiping, and hope that I could remove all the leftover fecal matter before the toilet paper reached its cannot-be-flushed threshold. I was contemplating this problem when I had what seemed at the time to be a brilliant idea. Hey, it's my butt hair, right? So why don't I just eliminate all the hair? Then my grogans will flow out like beer from a keg, I said to myself. It's a statement that'll go down in history with a lot of other regrettable statements like, "How many Indians could there possibly be?" said by General Custer. "Looks like a good day for a drive," by JFK. There, America Online has complete Usenet access by some idiot system tech. This was my anal shaving idea. I performed the operation that night with a cheap disposable razor and a paper towel to sit on. I'm sorry, just a regular towel. Starting from the bottom, then shaving from the cracked cheeks, I began the arduous process of ridding my ass hair. Occasionally, I'd have to clean the razor from accumulated hair and miscellaneous slime, which I did by wiping it on the towel. Slowly, my twin mounds between ravine began to resemble the hairless cheeks of a newborn baby. Finally, I wiped the razor one last time and surveyed my work. The towel was covered with a pile of hair. My ass was smooth as ivory. I smiled, satisfied, thinking my troubles were over. Little did I know. I now have a great respect for anal hair. Like everything in this world God has created, it has a mighty purpose in its existence. It was only after I removed it that I started to learn how much I had been taking it for granted. For one, it provides friction. I learned this the next day, when I walked out into the sun, heading for class. After climbing 2 flights of stairs and starting to sweat, I noticed something unpleasant. Sweat was accumulating in my crack and causing unpleasant sensation of my 2 ass cheeks sliding past each other with every step. Thought about going to the bathroom and wiping it off, but I had to get to class. Eventually, I thought, it would dry. Unfortunately, it did. But only after mingling with the microscopic shit molecules lingering around my brown starfish. Whew. When I stood up after class, my cheeks were stuck together with a slimy, sticky shit-sweat combination. As I made my way back to my dorm, it started to itch. God damn did it itch! Felt like a swarm of ants was making its way up and down my crack. Finding to keep from jamming my hand down there and scratching away, I rushed back to the dorm. Unfortunately, again, this exertion caused me to sweat more. And when I finally reached my room, my cheeks were sliding back and forth against each other like a pair of horny cane toads. I quickly dropped my pants and attempted to dry my ass off by sticking it in front of a fan and spreading my cheeks. As I pulled the 2 mounds of flesh apart, a horrible stench burst free and filled the room. Every dog within a 4-block radius started to howl. I had it worst of all, as the ripe aroma of festering shit sweat went right into the fan and then right back into my face. I fought to keep from heaving as I sat there fighting vomit, my ass cheeks spread and dripping, with a concentrated aroma of my body odor mixed with a tangy smell of my own shit blowing right into my face. I had one thought. It'll be like this until the hair grows back. Weeks. Later on, trying to deal as best I could, wiping my ass at every opportunity, I discovered another wonderful use for ass hair ventilation. I attempted to launch a fart only to have it get stuck between my ass cheeks. Apparently, with no hair, the 2 big twins can get vacuum sealed together. And the result was a frustrating fart that slid up and down between my cheeks like a lost gerbil. As if that wasn't enough, I'm now enduring further torture. As anyone who has ever shaved anything knows, when hair first grows in, it comes in as stubble. Imagine your ass having the texture of a Brillo pad. Well, that's what I'm dealing with now. It's a hellish torture. And there are many times when I just look out the window and contemplate why I shouldn't just jump out and get it all over with in one fleshy splat, rather than endure this constant agony. Friends, don't shave your ass hair. I really hope they're all like this. This was magical. I'm going to read one more from... It's not specifically from this site, but it is a wonderful thing from Craigslist. Some people already know this. Some people have heard this. But it's very short. It's the only reason I want to read it with this one. So, if these have images that are able for me to attain, and I will certainly do my best to attain them, I'll try to put them into the videos. If they don't, then, there just won't be any. So, one more to make this. Let's round this out for about 10 minutes. What the fuck? Let's do this. Let's make a nice, good video. And this is our second one. From Houston. Charge up at J.O. The crystal I wear around my neck contains the essence that gets recharged when I jack it with a bro who also has a crystal. It gives me confidence at work, home, social situations, etc. Nobody knows it's a J.O. crystal but me and my bros. I've seen it glow white while jerking it with a bud. That's how I know it's real. You can come over for as long as you want, but I need a picture of you, preferably wearing your crystal, before I waste my time. I think that's the best way to end this video is with magical jerk-off crystals. That's the way you do it. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, I have a Patreon. But more importantly, remember, before you message, I need to see a picture of you with your jerk-off crystal. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.